Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Monday Nights with Mohit Kamath, and we are on the episode number 37. And today we are going to talk about a lot of things, and but this session is more about ask me anything. It's a Q and a time. So every month, I would like to go for ask me anything session so that I can leave the platform completely free for you guys, for my viewers, and ask me anything, but don't ask me loans, don't ask me money, don't ask me cash. I will not be able to give you that, and I won't give you that. But you can ask me anything regarding sports, regarding badminton, regarding coaching, regarding certain things in your life. If you have any problems, accept money and cash. Don't forget that. So it's just a Q&A time. Today I won't say that it was a fantastic day, but yeah, it was an okay day because if someone is from Bangalore here, let me see how many of you are from Bangalore. You can give me a hi fi or a hello. So it was just crazily and heavily raining today. The rains are like crazy. I woke up in the morning and my family members came out saying that just go and see outside, and our whole apartment was filled with water. And it was a very bad situation. It was the worst situation I've ever seen in my life in my apartment today, and hopefully it got well. So let me see our first guest, Manisha Kurkure. Hello, Manisha. I hope you're doing well. So I hope your Monday was good. I hope your weekend was good. So it has been raining wildly in Bangalore, and Bangalore is Bangalore, and there is a lot of clocks going on. The sewage systems, the roads are just pathetic right now, but still, that's part and parcel of our life where we live in. Never mind, let's go to the topic today. It's an ask me anything session, so you can ask me anything except money, except loans. Please remember that. Okay, so recently we have gone through world championships, and we created history, right? So men's double, Satvik Sairaj and Chirag Shetty won a bronze medal. They confirmed a bronze medal for the first time ever in the history. So India has one medal to represent in the world badminton from yesterday. So I hope you guys must have been watching the tournament, right? So World Championship. We spoke about last time that what could be our prediction. So I think we had predicted that our boys Satvik Sairaj and Chirag Shetty would maybe able to make at least a medal, and that prediction was right. And we predicted three men's singles. I think I personally had predicted Lee Zizi as my favorite. Then we had Lakshya Sen, of course, because of his form. And I thought maybe one surprise winner we might have, which is I think I suggested Anthony Ginting, if I'm not wrong. So, but all three predictions were failed. But Victor Axelsen, as usual, came like a king, won like a king, and left like a king, taking the gold medal, right? So it was a fantastic time. It was a fantastic time. And he completely thrashed Kunlavut. And of course, when we talk about Kunlavut Vititsaran, he is three times world junior badminton champion. And that's an amazing achievement, right? What do you think about Kunlavut Vititsaran? So he's from Thailand, and he's a very sorry, he's a very young guy. I think probably around 21, and he has a long way to go. And at the age of 21, he has a silver medal. And let's talk about the women's single. Women's singles. I think women's singles. After a long time, Akane Yamaguchi, I think she retained her title, if I'm not wrong. And see, there are so many other things which we will have to look for. Is Akane Yamaguchi is one of the not one of the smartest player, but one of the wittiest player. I would say one of the most will-powered player because she is probably a height of the net. I'm sorry, I'm not disrespecting, but that's the reality. But the courage in her is just beyond imagination. So that is something, they say in English, there is a proverb in English. Sorry, I have not been well. So there is a proverb in English saying that, it is not the size of the man in the fight. It is not the size of the man in the fight. It is the size of the fight in the man. which means it is not the physical appearance or physical height and length and breadth and big muscle or low muscle or skeleton, or you're light or you're strong, doesn't matter. It is about the courage, the size of the fight, which is the willpower, which is your motivation to win, which is your hunger, which is your dream. You must have dreamt that you have to become world champion. That is something which really adds on the element to become a champion, and that was clearly shown in this case of Akane Yamaguchi. Don't you think so? And we have Sarvesh Pandey, one of the most active participant in our show. Hello, Sarvesh. I hope you're doing well. Yes, I understand your enthusiasm. Satvik Chirag. Yes, we made a history, brother. And that's something we really have to cherish upon. We made a history. I think this is one of the greatest moment for Indian badminton. I think we won the Thomas Cup. We won the Commonwealth Gold, and now a medal in World Championships. That's beautiful. That's fantastic. Hello, Tilak. Hi, how are you doing? Well, I hope you're doing well. So yes, you messaged me on WhatsApp that we missed our prediction. Never mind. History created. Absolutely, history is created. Let me take you through this. If you can see this, okay. So if we go to the results of the World Championship finals, right? So men's doubles also there was an upset, and Aaron Chia and So Woo Yik, even Malaysia saw its first ever World Championship medal. Hugely congratulations for them, because Malaysia is also a wonderful nation and they saw their first World Championships gold medal. And then we have Chen King Chen, Jia Ifan versus Koreans Kim So Young and Kong Hee Yong. Very difficult to spell. So they won. Chinese won the women's doubles, and then we have Victor Axelsen. He completely, look at the score, 21-5 and 21-16. I think that's where Victor finds his main component of entering the game. If he can take the first game, and if he can completely flourish his attack in the first phase and second phase of this game, I think he gains that immense monstrous confidence in him, that he can completely overcome or completely dominate the entire match, not only game, the entire match. That's the result we could see, 21-5 and 21-16. And then we had women's singles, Akane Yamaguchi, the fighter. In our local language, we say this, Murti Chikkadadru Kirti Dodudu, which means, even if the idol is small, its reach is much, much bigger and higher and larger. So that's something she has proved. And then followed by mixed doubles, the Chinese beat one of the most popular players from Japan, 21-13, 21-16, Yuta Watanabe and Arisa Higashino. So that's the update from the World Championships. And yeah, there you go, Tilak. Yes, match was a close one. Yes, that singles was a very, very close one. So why Satvik Chirag are not playing in Japan Open? I think they need the break, because after Commonwealth, straight away they had to play couple of tournaments, and your body doesn't match to the speed and power which you really have to. Because in this format, what happens, they almost play 16 to 22 tournaments a year, and these are not a very small tournament. These are all the highest level of tournaments, and your body will demand lots and lots of energy and the fitness which is required at that level. And taking a break smartly at different phases of your journey in that whole year, when you're playing that calendar year of tournaments, that thing becomes very, very important and very, very crucial, that how much rest you are getting. Because if you don't rest properly and you are just waiting for yourself to get injured, I think that's the reason they're not playing the Japan Open. Sarvesh, Victor should play left-handed, should play against two opponents on the other side. Should be should play blindfolded, still he'll end up on the winning side. I'm not sure of the last statement. But yeah, left-handed, it takes a lot of time to be ambidextrous. It's not easy. And I have heard this story. um, One of the Korean player was, he was in the top eight, and he used to play both hands, right-handed and left-handed. This was during the era of Prakash Padukone sir. And when I was a trainee under Prakash Padukone sir, and he explained one story, and that was amazing. You hit a left-handed smash and right-handed smash. You really can't find a way of attacking that person, because they're there all the time. You think that you catch them in the overhead side or maybe on the backhand side, they can really turn and then just go and smash the shuttle. It's very tricky, right? Um, Two opponents, two on one. There are no rules for that. But but I think a little bit of maturity and experience, and more of control on the psychological side. I feel personally, Ginting, Lakshya Sen, and Lee Zizia has good chances to beat consistently Victor Axelsen. But right now, Victor Axelsen is in amazing confidence. So this is what his confidence means, all of you here. What does this mean of confidence? That you have that absolute control over your physiology and your psychology. And when both of these ingredients work together with you, and you have the complete control of it, anything is achievable in this world. This is not only for badminton, this is across the fields. Let me repeat this again. If you attain absolute control over your physiology and your psychology, you can attain success at any level. I think this is a golden word. I won't repeat this again. You might have to save it. I understand, sir, they need a break, but they'll lose out on crucial points because Japan Open is Super 750 tournament, which offers huge points. Think of it this way, Sarvesh. Uh, what would you choose? Risking yourself by playing Japan Open and try to earn whatever points you can, and push yourself for the injury phase, or skip that one tournament, come back, reset your fitness, maybe reset your health, and reset your whole body. Maybe one tournament, give it up, and then come back stronger so that you can win the next tournament and plan for winning gold, maybe one, two, or three tournaments. Which one do you think would be smarter choice to make? Let me repeat that again. Which choice would you make? Number one choice is play Japan Open, even if your body is not good. Maybe you're not ready to play that tournament. You may be facing injury, a very serious injury, or maybe a mild injury. You never know, because in that heat of matches, sometimes you over push yourself. Or the second choice is skip the tournament, come back, work on your body, rest well, prepare yourself for the next one, two, three tournaments, and aim for the biggest one, which is gold. What would you choose? All I think everybody can participate here. What would you choose? What do you think would be the smartest choice to make? Let's also go through in the meanwhile, let's also go through some of the history of how world championships has been conducted. Badminton world championships, the total number of medals which the countries have won, so if you see here, let me take you through. Sorry. If you go through this, Lindan has the highest number of medals. Below is the list of most successful players ever with three or more gold medals. If you see, it's all China, 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 China. Men's singles, Lindan is the highest. Women's singles, I think Carolina Marin is the highest. Men's doubles, we have Kayun Fufeng partners, then Hendra Setiawan at 4. Then we have Mohammad Hassan at 3. These are all legends. These are daddies. We have Zhao Yunlei, 2 world women's doubles gold And we have Gowling three. We have Chen King Chen three medals. Guan Vizhen three. Uh, Mohammad Ehsan, sorry, men's doubles. Sorry, this is women's doubles. A lot of women's have multiple medals, right? Mixed doubles, we have Zhao Yunlei, Park Jubong, Liliana Natsir has four medals. I think she's standing out. Right, if you see here, men's singles, Lindan 6, 7, 9, 11, and 13. So consistent. For almost 8 years, he's consistent. But if you see from here, Hendra Setyavan has 2017 to 19, 12 years, and this time he made finals too. 15 years consistently in the top world badminton. Wow. I don't understand what is bold. Bold means overall winner of the world championships. China has, I think, 69 medals, if you can see here on the right side. Indonesia, Denmark, I think India stands somewhere between 8 and 9. We have only one medal, one gold, I think this 2019. Yeah, 2019, we have Sindhu winning gold. Okay, so let's go back to the questions. Tilak Shetty is saying not risking for any injuries and skip the tournament. Yes, I think that would be one of the ideal choice to make. Sarvesh, controversial opinion. If I was in place of Satvik Chirag, then any day I would have played Japan Open instead of Commonwealth Games, where the level of competition is almost negligible. Well, I wouldn't say that because Satvik and Chirag beat Aaron and his partner, who won the men's doubles gold medal in this tournament, in this World Championships. So they beat them in the semifinals, and finals they beat the English pair. So here they could have won, but I don't know. The second game, Satvik did not play so well, as per my opinion. I think that's where we gonna took a downward wedge. So that was the point. Otherwise, still okay because it's a match. Sometimes happens. But when you play these kind of games like Olympic, World Championships, and Commonwealth Games, these are all the games where you represent our country, and you will have lots and lots of people voting for you, supporting you. You're representing a country, not only through individual side. The whole team is going forward into that tournament, and you're representing your country. And when you win, you can see your flag high, right? So, Commonwealth Games has a history. I'm sorry, so I have a bit of cough today. I don't know why. So Commonwealth Games and all these big games has a heritage, and they have amazing background. And winning in these kind of tournaments has more and more leverage, and your worth is decided on these kind of big tournaments. So Japan Open is something which is 750, I think, super thousand, and uh, you cannot really compare only in terms of points or maybe participation in that tournament than Commonwealth Games. No, sir. Sarvesh, Satvik Chirag didn't beat Aaron. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is my correction. Absolutely. I'm so sorry. Lane Wendy beat them in semifinals, and then Satvik Chirag beat Lane Wendy. Yeah, but I think that the whole tournament, if you see the Commonwealth Games, I think our boys played really well, and that there was a momentum, right? Even after Thomas Cup tournament, there was a momentum which had carried upon. And this tournament, I think we slightly missed it. Never mind. Yes, I'm sorry, Mohsin. It was actually the English pair. Pair played really well. So one of the thing I wanted to talk here was, what do you guys think is the contribution of parents in making a world champion? How does it start? Does it start with, मेरे बेटे को world champion बनाना है, या फिर I will support no matter what to make my son or daughter become world champion? Does it start like that, or how do you think could be a wild guess for you guys that how could it be conceptualized by parents, and what kind of steps they could go through? That really fascinates me because parents are the ones who actually are the main supporters of the players. Let me know your thoughts on that. Sir, please tell what happened to Srikanth after Thomas Cup. He's just struggling and struggling and struggling. So, do you mean he's just struggling after Thomas Cup and struggling in common? He struggled in Commonwealth Games and struggled in World Championships. If that's so, I think it's just the form. Not everyone is same, and it would be, I would say, it would be a crime to expect a player to consistently perform like that. Everybody is different, and everybody carries different set of personalities. They have different set of expectation, different set of courage, ambition. So many things, so many factors are considered for a success. And I would say that, as per my opinion, I think Srikanth is trying very hard, but sometimes, we have seen that thing in the past. He has not been so consistent winning continuously, except for a patch of a certain super series in 2017. But his confidence, the way he plays on court right now, I think he's sometimes experimenting, but sometimes he really goes well. I think there are days where it is not working well. I think you can see that patch, but being in sports, I understand that it's very difficult to maintain the same consistent performance. Lot of factors are there. Lot of factors are there. I'm so sorry. And even we could see Zhao Jungpeng from China. There was he was a pop. I never followed him. I hardly followed him, and I felt when he played Lee Zizia, he put immense pressure on Lee Zizia, and I think Lee Zizia was too defensive on his side. I made an Instagram video also, and some of you, if you're not there on Instagram, or if you're there on Instagram not following me, please follow me on that. It's Mohit Kamath 87. So I keep making analytical videos on Instagram so that you get a perspective at particular rally or particular match what actually happens. So talking about Lee Zizia, he was my favorite because I think he is an unpolished tiger right now, and the day he controls his emotions and he understands when to do the right attacking, which is his complete strength, and when to really set it up in such a way that he gains more and more points through attacking. I think when he understands that and he gets immense control on that, I think he we can see another victor access him because he has a good height too, right? And he has the advantage of good finish. So I think Lizizia could be one of a good player we could see for the next 5 to 8 years. So my thoughts on HSP beating Lakshya in World Championship. He was on fire. Yeah, he took a break, right? He was not in Commonwealth Games. I think that break gave him enough confidence and enough preparation to come to World Championships and maybe kill some giant ranked players, and he did that. I always keep saying that after Kidambi Srikanth, I'm sorry, after Kidambi Srikanth, HS Prannoy is one player who can really make it to the top five because he has this big smash, and now he's so calm on the court. If you see, he hardly moves on court. He just walks on court and he plays. I think he will have to find. Sometimes they say no. In Hindi they say this. हर चीज का एक वक्त होता है और वो वक्त जब आएगा कोई आपको रोक नहीं सकता है. And we saw this. Don't you think we saw this in Thomas Cup? I think this Thomas Cup victory was more of a force, more of an blessing, more of a reward of hard work for the past 20, 30 years, where lots and lots of sports enthusiasts has worked together to bring up badminton from our country, for our country. So that was pending. I feel that was pending. The kind of interest we have shown to become the best in the world to be India's to have India more number of medals. I think the government, the association, the coaches, the smart people, even small academies contributing to making the participation bigger and bigger and bigger. Players in the while playing different country players like Malaysia, Indonesia, China started winning. Sindhu started winning, and there was a set of belief that अगर ये लोग कर सकते हैं तो हम लोग भी कर सकते हैं, and that confidence has come now. I think junior players from India have more confidence that अरे चाइना वालों को तो मार देंगे. So that kind of statement is coming across. So I feel that that's a great turnaround what we have done. Sir, you can add your social media links in the description. Absolutely, I will do that. It's a nice suggestion. Thank you, Tilak. Tilak is a very smart guy. So this WCH was full of upsets. Yes, Lizizia, Laksh, Minions, Internon, and so on. I feel my opinion on Minions. I think Kevin got married. I'm not sure of Marcus, but that honeymoon period is there, and they will enjoy their life for some time. That's completely okay. And players being so consistent for decades, sometimes they should have their personal life and they should enjoy. I think that's completely fine. And I feel Victor Axelsen is just one or maybe 1.5 to 2 level above all the other players right now. And you could see the other players who are really vying to come to that at least half or maybe 1 point level where Victor Axelsen can be challenged. But that set of players like Anthony, Lizizia, Lakshya, Pranoy, Srikanth, um, Chouten Chen, all these players are almost in the same level. You cannot really predict that who is consistently beating each other and who can really break out one above level. Um, we saw this, during the era of Lindan and Lee Chongwei. So they were all of a sudden they were in a different level, and you could compare their matches to other players. And even during the peak time of Lindan and Lee Chongwei, there was this kid Victor Axelsen who really shaped himself well to challenge those players, and he could be at this time. And one more thing, at that particular time, if you see Victor Axelsen, there were other two players, and particularly Chen Long. And right now, if you see, there is nobody who can really challenge Victor Axelsen with his experience. He is kind of a senior now in this batch. And to challenge that player, to challenge Victor Axelsen, I think there is a lack of experience player who is from that era. I think Chen Long, or even I would say that, Shi Yuchi could have been a good fight for him, just like how Lindan and Lee Chong were there. Not up to that extent, don't go so far, but in terms of that match, I would say I would see only Chen Long, but both of them are stuck with their injuries. So this is where I think clearly Victor managed it really well in taking good rest, focusing on the right tournaments. This is what matters a lot. And right choices give you more advantage. You will be ahead of the curve. Mohsin, Zhao Junpeng has a relative energy conserving playing style. Reminds me a lot of former world number one Lee Yunhil. Absolutely, I agree to that. Extremely patient and solid defense. Very good at neutralizing the attack. Yeah, even I would like to add, the way he was playing that, even though Lee Zizia had a furious attack in his game style, he could hardly use it. He had to follow Zhao Jungpeng's style, right? He had to make rallies. He had to give that attack. He had to break his momentum of, continuously giving that pressure, making the rallies faster so that he could, finish off the rally. That we couldn't see that happen often. So that's the way I think put Lee Zizia under pressure a lot, and he couldn't execute his game style. That's a good point, Mohsin. Attack of the opponent and taking the pace off seems to have a good temperament as well. Absolutely. Marcus just came back from an ankle surgery. Yes. See, these are all things which we really have to consider before you play. That's why they have these 22 tournaments which they play. You really have to choose well so that you prioritize the right tournaments and don't get maybe trapped as an international player. Even I understand that. There are a lot of times where you feel that ranking is very, very important, but it is not the priority more than your getting injured, or more than which you have to prioritize with the reality. So, hey Ashutosh Sunta, I think I've seen you for the first time. Welcome to my show. Minions lost because Gideon had gone through knee surgery or ankle surgery. Absolutely. Sarvesh, you missed. I missed the last question. Let me see. Okay, thank you for reminding that. What's your analysis of the World Championship from an Indian perspective? What's your analysis of the World Championship? I certainly didn't understand the question. If you can retype this, it would be great. What's your analysis of the World Championships? You mean to say the importance of the tournament from an Indian perspective? Like, how do you? Can you please contextualize it again? Uh, Tilak Shetty, sir, I would say Kento Momoto could have challenged Victor if it was not his disastrous accident in a long break. Yes, so I completely forgot about it. I think even there was a time where the whole year, it was 2018, I guess, the whole year, Kento Momoto won almost all tournaments, and there was only one tournament which he lost in the finals, but that was his form. I think that is the kind of peak he missed. Yeah. And this is really unfortunate, right? Accident. Nobody can control that. Sometimes falling sick, sometimes injury. I think injury at one extent you can have that good check on yourself. Maybe right people, maybe your coach, your ecosystem can really work on you and understand what is your current position and what could really harm you, how much you can pull. Because I keep doing that in our academy. My sessions are planned in such a way that the next 1 month to 6 months is completely planned, prioritized, and what kind of training, what kind of load has to be given for the players. And players come with every player is different. They come with different body structure, they come with different muscular structure, and their eating habits, their stress off the court, like their school, their tuitions, they go for holidays, they don't come for such sessions, they sometimes have sickness. All this has to be considered, right? So as a coach, as a coach, I'll have to really think on what sort of training has to be given. And sometimes if it is over, then I need to compensate with rest. All these things come as a coach. My question was regarding what do you think about the performance of Indian shuttlers in this? We have a history, my dear friend, my dear Sarvesh. We have a history. We have world championship medal. We have to celebrate. There is no question about saying that I have to do an analysis for that. No, we are in the best situation. I think India is in the best position, the highest position we can ever see. You see, there are more than 6 to 7 people in top 50 right now in Indian men's singles. So isn't that a good sign? Absolutely. Which tournament is more important? Yuvraj Singh Parmar. I think it's individual. I would say that whatever representation you have to do in the games, like Olympic Games, Commonwealth Games, Asian Games, Southeast Asian Games, wherever you see that the whole country has more advantage in winning, and you will have to serve your country. I think that is the first country to be prioritized, and then I think it is more on how you decide your tournament structure. I'm talking about the top 20 players. You will really have to work in a reverse manner. Like 2023, if I'm today, I'll have to prioritize tournaments. Then I have to see where I am standing in terms of my game and fitness and what level I'm playing. My coach would definitely know that, or maybe my trainer would do that. And I would definitely plan for 3 macro cycles or a 4 macro cycle period and work in reverse order, which means 2023 December, which tournament I'm playing, then 2023 till June, then from Jan, and now for the next 4 months, what kind of tournaments I'm playing, whether it is Super Series, Super 300, according to my ranking, what I really need to do to qualify for World Championships, or maybe to come into the top 100. If I'm in 100, then I'll have to really think of How would I get to top 50? If I'm in 50, how would I get to top 30 or 20? So that's the calendar you need to plan. And if you are in state, or maybe, I think that's not the question. Yeah, anyways, so again, coming back, which tournament is more important? That's, I think, completely individualistic. I spoke about top 100 in the world or top 20 in the world. That's how they work for. But if it is state or national level, so that has to be done consulting your coach. Diane Peter. Hey, Diane, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Um, very close, good friend of mine from Dubai. We used to play together before. Yuvraj Singh, which tournament is more important? Senior national games every 4 year, which is held in Gujarat in this year. National games, I think national games comes with a qualification period. So you need to be in the team, and you represent your state. I think the top four will get the direct entry, and then all it comes from the state. From your entries come from your state association. So you need to have, I guess, state ranking and the All India ranking. So you need to gather that before the announcement of the games happen. Senior nationals is absolutely important tournament, so you have to prioritize that. Great news that our own Mithul Manjanath is in the top 64. Absolutely, that's a great and that's a fantastic news. And I think he had some wonderful wins this year, and he beat Kirambi Srikanth also. That's a great confidence booster for him. No, no, you're still not getting. Oh, I'm not getting. What's your analysis on the performance of Indian shuttlers in this World Championships? I mean, World Championships 2022. Who do you think did better than your expectation? Who didn't do well like this? Okay. I think I think everybody did well, since three players were in the same pool: Lakshya Sen and Pranoy, and Kidambi Srikanth were in the same pool, so they had to fight each other up. Sorry, so I think they did really well. So sometimes it's really ridiculous for me personally. I'm not addressing only this question, but for me, playing the sport, I would say expecting all the time to be the best in what you do, or to give it your best, that's something psychologically you train yourself. But there are many things which goes wrong in the court, right? If there is no flow in you, sometimes it goes wrong. That doesn't mean you're bad at that particular time. So you'll have to overcome that. But I understood your question. I think all of them did well. um, Saina could have done little better if she would have prepared well. I think it looked like for me that she was not so well prepared. But if you see the match which she lost, it was only about rally and rally and rally. I think the opponent Om from the Thailand, Om Bum Purang, she she was just making rallies, isn't it? So what, I'll ask you back, Sarvesh. So what do you think of? Just answer me the same question. What is your analysis on performance of Indian shuttlers in this World Championships? Dhruv Arjun has to be the most impressive Indian players in this World Championship history. Yes, I think they're fresh, and I think they had a wonderful run in this tournament. I completely agree on this. Uh, you didn't expect them to beat Danes. Absolutely. I think yes, even Tilak is saying yes. Crazy performance by Arjun and Kapila. Absolutely, I don't deny that. I'm completely with you both, Sarvesh and Tilak, on this. Absolutely. I think yeah, even girls doubles would have been better. I think if there's no um, let me go through the draw too. Yeah, even Ashwini Ponappa Reddy, Siki Reddy could have been doing well. Could have done well. Teresa Jolly and Gayatri Gopchan, they could have also done some upset, but they apparently lost in the second round for seeded players, 10 seeded player. But never mind, it's just an experience, so they will have to go through it. Sarvesh, I expected a bit better from Teresa Gayatri and Garaga Panjala. Yeah, I understand that. So Japan Open is coming up. I I think I really like the idea where you play a tournament like World Championships and immediately you have a bigger event like this, Japan Open, and it saves a lot of time, energy, and money. Let me go through. Let's go through the draw. You can keep asking me the question. I think we can manage our expectation now, Sarvesh. I see that you have a lot of expectations from Indian badminton players. Not wrong. Let me go through the Japan Open draw, and then we can close the show. Okay, I'll remove myself so that you can see this clearly. Okay, I'm not sure why all sports is laughing. Isn't saying that Sarvesh has. Okay, let me request once for all the Indian badminton players. Sarvesh has a lot of expectations from you guys, so please do perform well so that we all feel happy and Sarvesh feels more happy for himself. Sarvesh, by the way, this was just humor. We really love you on the show. Please don't take it in a wrong way. Sometimes we need to have fun. By the way, it's great that finally doubles players in India are getting their due by media, fans, and sponsors. And it will go hundredfolds in the next 5 years. Badminton, mark my words, badminton will be one of the most prominent sport in India, and we can see hundreds of youngsters who come and take up badminton. Be ready for that. You pointed out really well, Sarvesh, so that they're getting that media attention, and they should. Okay, draws. Is this qualifying? Okay, Brice Leverdays. Okay, the French player got the first, not the first seed. He was PFQ. Anthony is playing. Then we have Kunlavut is playing. Chow Ten Chen. He plays every tournament. He's there everywhere. Pranoy is playing from India. Kirambi Srikanth is playing. Kirambi is playing Lee Zizia. Wow. Lakshya Sen. Sensational is playing Kenta Nishimoto. Okay, only two Indians are playing. Let me see the draw of women's doubles because I want to see, Sarvesh, what kind of draw we have got because we can handle our own expectations then. Ashwini Bhatt is playing with Shika Gautam, not Siki Reddy. Okay. Teresa and Gayatri are playing Thailand player. They're playing the 10th, 7th seed right now. I think next round could be not easy, but yeah, we can expect them to win. But then they are on the lower side. They're playing the 4th seed. Not that easy. Why players are not stay at the place where tournaments are sequenced like World Championships? World Championships after Japan Open. Both are just 2 or 3 days difference. Lakshya came back India. Pranay also came back. Why they stay? I'm not sure whether they have come back. Is Have they come back? If they have come back, I think maybe they would have had some commitment towards media, or maybe their advertisements, or maybe they would have come sometimes to for some emergency reason. That's a good point, Yuvraj. Are you aware or not? BWF released next year's calendar today, and Indian Open is from January 7th. I am aware. I'm aware. I saw that. It's from January 17th. Indian Open. I remember. I'll tell you the story. We had gone for in the first All India University tournament. I was representing Bangalore University, and before that, we had gone for 6 days trip to Jaipur, where the Thomas Cup finals was going on, and that was the first time I was 19-year-old at that time, and that was the first time I saw all the country players which we were seeing on. At that time, we used to get CDs. Not We didn't have we had YouTube, but it was not so popular and accessible like this. And I didn't have a computer at my home at that time. So we used to get CDs, and that CDs we used to play in a CD player and then connect it to TV and watch the matches. Like that, I used to watch Lindan, Lee Chong Wei, and Taufik Hidayat at that time, right? 2005, 6. This is of 2006, and we used to watch from the CDs. And that is the first time I saw Taufik Hidayat, Lindan, Lee Chong Wei. Then I saw Ehsan, Hendrawan, and all these players were there. And we were very fortunate to see them there. And we had traveled, three of my friends, we traveled together there just to see the matches there. And I saw that Taufik Hidayat was, I'm sorry to say this, any Indonesian fan here, um, you know, Taufik Hidayat was absolutely not so disciplined about his warm up and stretching and all. But I saw Lee Chong Wei and Lindan doing amazing warm ups, like 40 to 45 minutes of good warm up, and then getting on court. And that was the first time I saw Lee Chong Wei and Lindan very close. And then, whenever we played Indian Open and Singapore Open, I kept on seeing them. It was nice. I remember that. Sarvesh, no, Lakshya and Pranay both are playing Japan Open. Yeah, they are playing Japan Open, but the question was, I think they went back to India and they came back. That was Yuvraj Singh. Yuvraj was saying that. Are you going to Delhi for Indian Open? I'm definitely going and very excited. I might go. I don't know, but I have one or two players who might qualify for Indian Open. If yes, definitely I would go there. And believe me, January is a very good time to be in Delhi. दिल्ली की सर्दी मस्त रहती है. It's a good time to be in Delhi, and I really love the cold winters in Delhi. You can see the extreme cold weather there, and if you guys have been to Delhi, I think kullad wala chai. I think it's a very good time there. Pakode, bread pakode, and kullad wala chai is my favorite. Sometime maybe in Delhi we'll have that. Anybody from Delhi, you can say what are the other dishes um, you like during that period. Okay, so let's go back to the draw. Sarvesh, I hope you are Atma Santusht from women's doubles. I think we can expect them to win at least 2 rounds. I'll go back to it again. Gayatri Gopichand and Teresa can win first and 2 rounds. That's what it looks like. But we'll see the next Monday. So we will have men's doubles. Men's doubles, we have Krishna Prasad, I think. Yeah. Vishnuvardhan and Krishna Prasad, they're playing the junior Popov, the Popov brothers. It's not easy. Dhruv and MR Arjun are playing against Chinese Taipei. I really love. I think I would really like to suggest that please go and watch these big tournaments, men's doubles matches in front, sitting very close to the match. The way they play is absolutely phenomenal. You cannot even see 5 to 10% of the speed what you see in front of your eyes. The live matches, when you see it on TV, The travel of the shuttle might not be that fast visible to you, but when you're in front, it's so fast, and the way they react, the way they plan their strokes in that speed. I think in 1 second there are 2 to 3 shuttles which is crossed across the net, and then in that particular situation they use their minds and they play. That's amazing, and I really love to see the men's doubles. It's highly entertaining. I really want you guys to go and watch those matches. Sarvesh, before Indian Open, Malaysian Open is there in January. Yeah, it was fantastic to see Mastercard on this. Yes, that's a fantastic point. I was thrilled to see that. Mastercard is one of the biggest companies, payment companies, POS companies in the world, and they sponsored all four of them. Uh, Mastercard on the shirts of Satvik Chir. I want to see their shirts full of sponsors one day. It will happen. Believe me, it will happen. That is why we love badminton. Tilak, I'm telling you, you have no clue. You have not seen these guys players in front. The way the speed is absolutely crazy. You, I wouldn't say that you can see a glimpse of it in PBL matches, but these particular matches like World Championships or all these Indonesian Open and Japan Open, I think Indonesian Open is one tournament. I would say it's kind of a holy spiritual place to travel. The way they enjoy badminton there is crazy. Once in a lifetime, you have to go there. I've never been there as a player, but at least as a spectator, I really want to go. Maybe as a coach too. That's the environment you guys have to really experience, and especially doubles. I'm telling you, Tilak, you have no clue. The day when you see that match, the top two players, and especially those Asians, not Indians, the other Asian countries like Malaysia and China, or maybe China and Chinese type of players. It's all about hitting and driving and defending. You will find it so difficult that one shuttle will not fall down. It's so competitive and so nice to see, full of entertainment. I think that's the draw, kind of. Let's quickly go to women's singles and see who is the contender. Saina Nehwal is playing the top seed, Akane Yamaguchi. She's the only player in Japan Open. Hmm. Okay. So I think we have come a long way. 8:55. I can go for another 2 to 3 more minutes. If you have any more questions, please let me know. I hope I've not missed any questions, Sarvesh. Uh, yes. MasterCard was a good point, Sarvesh. So full of sponsors should come. Not only to those players, but I think even players from the state level itself, if they are covered with these kind of sponsors, I wouldn't name them, but a very big bank has given 30 crores, somewhere around 30 crores to one of the academy. How about 40% dedicated to the top 20 of each category? Don't you think we will see more results out of them? The support of for tournament, the support of physio, if everybody gets that, I think we could see more and more competition and more results out of it. Sir, I sometimes think how badminton is popular in Denmark and they give legends like Victor to the world. I mean, in Asia it's okay, but how in Europe? That's a great question. See, I think Denmark, badminton is a legendary sport from Denmark. They've been playing from a very, very quite a long time, and we have tens of players from Denmark. So that culture has been carried forward. Like how we have hockey as one of our national sport, and then eventually cricket took the limelight in 80s. And now if you see, one cricket match would actually stop the almost entire nation. It can bring the nation to the halt just to see that match. Yesterday we saw India and Pakistan match. Lot of people stopped their work and they were seeing the match, except me. I was not watching. So I was working on something more important for my life. So like that, I think that culture of playing badminton, um, sport for fun, then for competition, then for serious competition, and then to become a world champion from there. I think that culture is really strong and rooted in that country. That's the reason I think we are seeing more and more champions from that particular space. Hey boy, Raf Scallion. Hello, Raf. You're like one Indian police in the Bollywood movies. You come at the last time. We are ending the show, man. Did you get my email? I think so. Are you talking about visiting to India? Was that the email about? Then yes. I think I have responded to that email. Yuvraj, Saina in practice regularly right now or just play tournament only? I have no clue. As per the social media, I think I could see some of the videos to practice, but it was visible on court, right? I think she was not under that great form. I would say it'll take a little more time to come in that form. Yes, that's it. Don't think I got a reply. Okay, let me check and let me come back to it. Sarvesh, same pinch. I was also not watching. So I'll give you a high five from here. I can't watch cricket nowadays, only badminton and Olympic sports. That's a great change. So I think you're following Gandhiji's words. Get the change in yourself first and then change the whole world. Um, Mohasin, the club culture in Denmark is quite strong. Yes, this is a good point. There was a Badminton Unlimited episode on history and popularity of the game in Denmark with a lot of insights from Modern Frost. Highly recommended to watch. Ah, let me find that out for you and give a link here. You can watch it again later, maybe. Thanks, Mohsin. That was a great input. Badminton Unlimited. I really love the way there are spaces conducted in Twitter. If you have been using Twitter, you can straight away go to a voice chat kind of stuff. I really wish I could have that in YouTube so that you can come up and we could randomly come and talk. I think that would really be good, not the video part. Uh, Badminton popularity. I got it. I'll give it to you now. Okay, I'll just click on that. Mm, okay, I got it. It would be great feature, right? I keep doing spaces on Twitter because I'm heavily involved in blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and all. So I keep talking to amazing folks around, amazing, brilliant, intelligent people around the world. So what kind of future we are moving into, the metaverse, the meme coins, and all of this stuff. I've posted down below. You can see what Mohsin was explaining about the popularity of Denmark. You can watch that video. So I create those spaces, I get into those spaces, and I talk about it. And it's kind of a voice of you. You have the rights to participate, right? So this is nice feature. I think YouTube should do that. Uh, Rohan Patil. Hello, Rohan. I think I'm seeing you for the first time. Welcome to the show. Approximately how much money do top Indian badminton players make? Oh, you're interested on the money part? Hmm. I think this is something personal. I think Sindhu recently filed for a 500 crores taxation slab, and I think it differs from the government how much you get. I think top scheme would be around. I would not like to give that answer because I'm not so sure on the exact data. I would like to find out and then maybe make a comment on it. Yes, Tilak, it would be a great feature. Absolutely. Sarvesh, sir, it was awesome to see Aparna Popat doing. doing commentary in this World Championship. I was mesmerized. I was watching one of the matches, and I've heard this no sound somewhere. This voice, I think I have heard this in PBL, Premier Badminton League, and slowly I started, hearing it very carefully, and then I was like, wow, I think we could see a replacement for Gillian Clark. Okay, Rohan, if you're watching, I think I would like to ask this question to you. How much money should a top Indian badminton players should make? Let's say that, I'll give you a bracket. Let's keep Sindhu out of the league because she's somewhere very far. We all know that she is one of the top paid sportsmen in the whole world, women sportsmen in the world. She comes in, I think, top 20 or top 10, I guess. What do you think? All these players of HS Prannoy, Lakshya Sen, and Malvika Bansod, all these players who are in the 20 to 100 range of players from India should make, how much money should they make? Rohan, I think this is the question for you, and all of you can participate. Let me see how much. What would you think? Don't think that, don't wait for the time where you, okay, let one of them put the message here, and then we will maybe raise the bar on that. I'm excited for this. I'm really confused where to go because India Open is from Jan 17 and Hockey World Cup from Jan 13 in Bhubaneswar. But I'll manage somehow. I don't want to miss both of them. I think you can visit one of the place and virtually be present in one of the places. Rohan Patil, if in the top 20 worldwide, then 5 to 6 crore per year. Don't you think that's less? If a player in cricket can earn 10 to 15 crores just playing Ranji, and a badminton player being in the top 20 in the world, do you think 5 to 6 crore per year is more? I think somewhere around 50 to 60 crores if he is in top 30. That's the precise value today. And maybe after 5 years, I would say that if you are in the top 10 category or if you're the best Indian, he should earn somewhere around 100 to 120 crores. I don't want to label badminton players so low. Badminton players should really earn well because this is a very, very tough sport. And this doesn't have a shelf value where you can play. Generally, the average players are not playing till 38 and 39. In cricket, that happens. This is a very short shelf lived sport. The best fitness you can have is up to 33 or 34, and beyond that it requires immense level of smartness to be fit and fine. Hmm. Who told you players make 10 to 15 crore by playing Ranji? I have friends. I have friends who make that in Bangalore. I'm talking about all IPL, everything. No, they make more. They make more. They make Ranji. I'll give you an example. I'll give you the data next time. Because Ranji players also play I not PBL, IPL. They play sometimes county leagues. They have advertisements. They have jobs. It's quite more. They barely make 12 to 20 lakhs per year playing Ranji. I'm not saying all of them who play Ranji will make 10 to 15 crores, but the players who are in India, A team, B team, something like that, they make that. And I'll give you the data of this. I'm responsible for my words. Okay, Sarvesh, you are behind me now. Sir, Ranji players get 20 to 40 lakhs in IPL. Could be, maybe one player. or maybe a couple of players. Yes, but ultimately, I want badminton players to earn the top 20 players to earn somewhere around 40 to 50 crores, at least by another 2 to 4 years. Why not? Okay, let me go through the last 1 or 2 minutes more because the time has already been done. We had wonderful questions today. Wonderful. Even we put a tag to badminton players how much they can earn or how much they should earn. Wonderful. Badminton is still, I think badminton has to be more lucrative for people to pour money in. I think that's where we will have to crack the code. Like how if you see tennis, the way tennis is shown, like tennis game runs across almost more than an hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours, right? But even the angles which they show is really nice and it's very very high quality. For badminton too, they have to find out a way to show it lucratively. Well, this was a great episode. Looking forward for more. Yes, every Monday, let's get together and discuss amazing points like this, like the way we did today. And I'll also try and get guess some of the players I'll start getting from next episode onwards. Let me know who you want to see, who you want to interact, and what you want to learn from some of the sports. My prediction is in 2030, badminton would be number one sport in India. It is already number one played sport in India, of course. But if you're considering overall, I wouldn't take a bet because I personally feel we would never be able to compete to cricket. But yes, the hope is good. Hi Mohit. Hello Sampath. Wish to see Pranoy, Chirag, and Satvik on your talk show. Absolutely, I'll get that. I've already got Pranoy, but I'm waiting for Chirag and Satvik to get free and then come to my show. Definitely, that's a great feedback, Sampath. I think even Sampath had some questions before. Did I miss that? Yeah, I missed a question. I missed a statement from Sampath. Hi, Mohit. Good evening. Happy National Sports Day. Yes, absolutely happy National Sports Day for all of you. Congratulations to Indian doubles pair bringing home bronze at World Championships in Tokyo. Pranay played great. Yes, he played fantastic. Sir, you're being pessimistic. Let's compete with cricket and beat them. I like your ambition. I really like your ambition, but I'm not going so far. I really want to see badminton as one of the top sport in India. Not only the number one sport, but one of the top sport. But immediately we have to think about players. There are a lot of new players coming into the system. There is no easy access, I feel. The fast access has to happen. More clarity on selections and more clarity on the calendar events. The organizational flow has to be even better. How can we make it better? It is better indeed, but the flow is higher. When the flow is higher, we need more and more systems to come in place. And I'm sure our team is doing great job and they will find a way to do it. So it was a wonderful talk today. It was wonderful seeing you all again every Monday. I will never miss this show. I will never postpone this show or I will never cancel this show until and unless it is so emergency. But I'll always make sure that I meet you all because I love you all. Thanks for coming and sharing and making this show wonderful. You guys are the one of the hosts of this show, not only me, because I see an equal participation from all of you. This is the last question from Rohan. Barring Denmark, why doesn't any other country outside Denmark? Why doesn't any country outside Asia play badminton? Well, They must have not been introduced. Maybe it was not so attractive for them. Badminton is more of a Commonwealth sport. British got it right, so that's where got more popular. Except yes, it's a Commonwealth sport. Except China. Yeah, China wants to be number one in everything. That's why. So well done. Thank you so much, all of you. Have a great week ahead. We have uh, good festivals this week. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all of you. Have a nice weekend. And we are already September. We are 37 episodes. We have been interacting 37 times on a live talk show. That's a great um, appreciation for all of you, including me. So see you soon. Until then, have a nice uh, weekend ahead. Thank you so much. Bye bye.